She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than I wine.
Okay, this has been a most entertaining night so far. I started out with Hendrick's gin, and I had a gin and tonic, and that stuff was just lovely. I followed that up with Lafroig Select, which was surprisingly tasty but a little bit thin. Then I had a Broger Burn Out, an Austrian heavily peated malt whiskey, and that was about an hour ago. And the aftertaste is still there. It hangs. This is the longest aftertaste I've ever had of any whiskey in my experience. An hour later, and I'm still tasting it. That ashenness is still there. Well, I have one more left for tonight, as that Broga was 42% alcohol by volume. This one is 46. Now, I have had the cask strength counterpart of this one already, maybe a couple of years back. This is from the nearest distillery to where I'm sitting right now. This is the Macaloney's Islay blended malt Scotch whiskey. It is made up of Camellia and Bunnahabhain. This is bottled at 46% alcohol by volume. It's 750 ml bottle. And I have had their cask strength version of this already, a couple of years ago. But I found this on the shelf, and I just had to have it. Now, in case you were wondering how much this cost me, I have here the bill of sale for the Macaloney's Islay blend, Camellia and Bunnahabhain, 46% alcohol by volume. I got this at a BC liquor store. In fact, it was the BC liquor store closest to the distillery. Here we are. $89.99, so $90. 10 cents for the bottle deposit. Probably $4.50 for goods and services tax, and probably $9 whole for the BC liquor tax. So $9 and so $13.50 on top of 90. So just $103.59 with the bottle deposit and everything out the door. $103. It's good whiskey. I don't know if I would buy it again, but it's good. This was back in September. That was the 21st of September 2018. And once I've tried this one, I think I have tried all of the blends made by Macaloney, the Victoria Caledonian distillery. And I have also had their Macaloney, which is their Son of Malt, which is not old enough to be called a whiskey, but it is very malty indeed. Now, I looked at their website, and they don't appear to have, according to their website, if it's up to date, they don't appear to have any of their own juice, which is old enough to be called whiskey yet. But I will be going by their distillery soon to find out what the story is going on with that, because I have had their all of their blends that were made up of whiskey from Scotland, and I have had their Macaloney, which is their their own juice that they call Son of Malt. But it wasn't old enough to be called whiskey, so it's just called a spirit. This one is old enough to be called whiskey. And that tight. Oh my gosh. What did they do? Put crazy glue on this cork before they stuck it in? Okay. Let's pour us a wee dram of that. Tight cork. Kalila and Bunnahabhain can't be bad. And at 46%, it's probably right on the money. Light in color. Who knows what the age is? It's a non-age statement. Kalila and Bunnahabhain. Strangely, I'm not getting a lot of peat now after the burnout. The burnout is really, I'm still getting an ashy note. And I'm smelling this and it's nice, but it smells as if it's not even peated compared to Burnout. And Burnout was at 42% alcohol by volume, and this is at 46. So I usually go from lower alcohol by volume to higher. I don't know if that's going to work this time. Oh, I have another one here. This is my Islay Infinity. I might do a little comparison. I'm getting pears out of this Kalila and Bunnahabhain. I think I may have wrecked my nose for tonight. Pears. Yeah, I think my nose is wrecked. But I'm going to do this anyway. Too bad I don't have any of those oat cakes on me. And it's stupid. I was at the store tonight. I could have bought some. Okay, now I'm getting a bit of peatness in the right nostril. Let's taste it. Oh. Now I'm getting peat. Peat and fruit. Wasn't getting much on the nose because of the burnout, but now, wow, that's powerful. I'm getting some citrus on the palate. I'm getting a little bit of maraschino cherry on the palate, but that's only because I've been influenced by that burnout. Yeah. I will need to come back to this one. But I've done the cask strength version already, so you could always refer back to that one. In fact, I might put a link in the description if you want to watch the video for that one. The cask strength version of this same whiskey that I'm tasting right now. you know what? This is very pleasant. Very pleasant, but I'm still tasting the burnout. I'm getting that ashen flavor of the burnout, which I don't think is going to come out of this one. Interesting. I am getting peat out of this with that strange maraschino cherry note. I'm going to pour some of my Islay Infinity, which has a lot of things in it. In fact, I'm going to put some of this into the Islay Infinity. Okay. There, I'm going to put some of this in the Islay Infinity because it's all Islay. It's Bunnahabhain and Kalila. Hey, why not? And I'm going to get myself another dram of that. Okay. Now we're in business. Which cork is which? Ah, the synthetic cork is the Macaloney's. And the real cork goes in the Islay. Yes. Okay. Islay blend. Foodquig Islay blend. This will have more influence of sherry. Just looking at the colors of them, this one is a lot darker than that. This is mostly ex-bourbon. This has some ex-bourbon and ex-sherry. But first, back to this one. I'm getting, once again, pears, orchard fruits, and that's after the burnout. Not much else on the nose. But I told you already that I wrecked my nose for tonight. I will have to get back to this whiskey sometime in the future. Maybe when it's gone down to about this level here. And I've been saying that about a few, haven't I? That I would get back to them later. And some of them I haven't done so. That is delicious. That is a delicious peated whiskey. And fruity too. I still get the burnout. That is the finish that has lasted the longest of any whiskey I've ever had. Broger Burn Out. Let's go for the Islay Infinity now. Not unpleasant. This is my own blend. I'm not getting a lot of peat now. I think the burnout just killed me. Mmm. Oh. Oh, yes. Not so much on the nose, but on the palate. It tingles. It tingles with fruit. I'm getting some dark fruits. I'm getting a strong citrus note. And the citrus note is lemon and lime, and it's permeating everything. Beautiful. Dry, astringent, but citrus underlying everything. And on top of the citrus, there is smoke, and there is ripe dark fruits and berries. Mm. This Islay blend is coming along. Again with the Macalonies. This one's like pears and lemon meringue pie. It's a nice blend. Then after I swallow, that's when the peat smoke and something savory comes in. And along with the savoriness, I'm getting it's dry and peat smoke. Not so much creosote. It's a little bit ashen, but that ashenness could still be coming from the Broger Burn Out that I had before. Do that again. This is nice. Yeah. I only get the smoke after I've swallowed it. And the smoke is dry. Dry and ashen. Not a lot of fruit going on here except for the pears at the beginning. It is Kalila and Bunnahabhain after all. You know what? I think my Islay blend has a lot more to offer than the Macalonies. There's spices, there's fruits, there's smoke, there's citrus. Much more complex. This is the one that I blended myself. It's more complex, but it has a lot more things in it than this guy here, the Macalonies. Both are delicious, and I will have to come back to them at some time. This even has some of the Lefroy Select in it, and I am getting some of the pencil shavings and door planings that maybe haven't been in this one before. Oh yeah. A lot of that virgin oak influence. This one I think has to do some more marrying. To make it better. This one is nice. Now on the nose I'm getting more of that peatiness. Not smoke, but just the peat itself. Oh. Strong peat on the finish. I am all peated out. As I'm swallowing this one, as I'm swallowing it, I am getting it's almost like an acid reflux, but it's coming across like a reflux of citrus. Strange. I'll tell you what, Slanchava and Slanchava.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.